Hi students, in the last lecture we have studied about the structure of anatropous ovule. Today we are going to discuss about megasporogenesis and development of female gametophyte. What is megasporogenesis? Megasporogenesis means formation of megaspores. Formation of megaspores from a diploid megaspore mother cell. When we studied the structure of anatropous ovule, I told you nucellus is inside the nucellus there are a group of cells or tissue, parenchymatous tissue. From that tissue, one cell will be forming into a megaspore. This cell, it will be almost at the center of the nucellus, but it towards the micropylar end. That one cell, it will be developing into megaspore mother cell. Megaspore mother cell, it is a diploid cell and it undergoes meiosis. So by meiosis there will be haploid cells formed, 4 haploid megaspores. So megasporogenesis means formation of megaspores which are haploid, and from which cell it is forming? Megaspore mother cell. This megaspore mother cell, it is actually a one cell which is towards the micropylar end of the nucellus, which is almost at the center, but somewhat it will be towards the micropylar end. So that will be differentiating into a megaspore mother cell. Okay, after that it is undergoing meiosis. Let us see how the division take place, and after that how female gametophyte is developing from that. We will go to the next slide. The diagram which is given in your textbook, it is the same diagram. Through this, actually the entire process you can study. We will start from the first. See, this is a megaspore mother cell. I told you where it is placed. It is placed inside the nucellus, and it is a diploid cell. It is undergoing meiosis. Already we know what is meiosis, and by meiosis there will be 4 megaspores formed, and they are haploid. Okay. Now what happens to these 4 megaspores? Here there is a difference between megasporogenesis and microsporogenesis. Okay. In this spore cell, one cell will be developing into the functional megaspore. That it will be developing into, it is the first cell of the female gametophyte. Then what happens to the next 3 cells? The 3 cells which are towards the upper side, these cells degenerate. Okay. So out of this spore cell, only a single cell, single megaspore, it is further developing into the female gametophyte. This is an important point which you have to keep in your mind. From a single megaspore, the female gametophyte is developing. So this megaspore we can call, it is the first cell of female gametophyte. See, this megaspore, it is actually enlarging its size. It will be getting nourished by the cells in the nucellus, so that way it is enlarging its size. That way megaspore it is forming functional megaspore. Then what happens to this megaspore? This megaspore undergoes 3 successive mitotic divisions, nuclear divisions. So 1, 2, 3, that way mitosis take place, and this nucleus, it will be dividing. So by first mitosis there will be two nuclei formed inside. Okay, this one nucleus divides into two. And then after second mitosis, here see, second mitosis, this each nuclei again divides into two. Understood? And they will be almost, they are actually coming towards the pole of that cell, either side. Okay. And by the third mitosis, again that 4 cells, it will be multiplying into 8. And one more thing, each pole there will be 4 nuclei. Okay, so total 8 will be formed, 1 into 2, 2 into 4, 4 into 8. And this 8 nuclei, they will be arranged on either pole of the this megaspore, 4 over here, 4 over here. That way they will be arranged first, and then one nuclei from either pole, one from this pole and one from this side, both actually getting transferred to the center. They are moving into the center. Okay, you can see over here. And these nuclei, we can call it as, they are the polar nuclei. Okay, polar nuclei. So 2 polar nuclei over here. Now 3 are remaining over there only in the opposite end of the micropyle. They are the antipodal cells. 3 over here and 3 are here. Okay, in that the center one, okay, this is the female gamete or egg cell. And on either side you can see 2 cells, isn't it? They are the synergids. Okay, these synergids, they are the actually accessory cells we can call. They are assisting fertilization. Okay, these synergids, they are having hairy outgrowth, and that way by this out, it is known as filiform apparatus. So this filiform apparatus will be helping fertilization. They will drive the male gamete when they are entering. They will drive the male gamete towards the egg cell. So that way synergids helps in fertilization. Then so this way 3 cells over here, 3 over here, and 1 nuclei from either side. They are shifting to the center. They are the polar nuclei. This polar nuclei, they will be actually later, they will be fusing. So 2 haploid nuclei are there. Okay, they fuse together to form a diploid nucleus. Okay, they are known as the definite nucleus or diploid. They are because already by the fusion of 2 haploid nuclei they are forming. So just before fertilization, these 2 polar nuclei, they will be fusing together. Okay, fusing together to form the secondary nucleus or definitive nucleus. Okay, they are actually meant for endosperm development during seed formation after fertilization. So we will come to the function of each part once again later. Now just once again go through how they the female gametophyte is developing. So the megaspore mother cell, actually it is given in abbreviation also in your book, MMC, megaspore mother cell, which are diploid. Okay, it is diploid cell, undergoes meiosis, 4 haploid megaspores. Then in that 4, 3 degenerates. Only 1 is acting as the functional megaspore, and so it is actually monosporic. Okay, only 1 megaspore develop into the female gametophyte. Now that megaspore, it enlarges its size. We can call this megaspore as the first cell of female gametophyte. Then this megaspore undergoes 3 successive mitotic divisions by first. Actually it is a nuclear division, pre-nuclear division only taking place. So 2 nuclei are forming by the first division. Then each nuclei undergoes the second mitosis or second mitotic division. 4 nuclei are formed, and then each cell again, each nuclei again divides into 2 by mitosis, so that way 4 cells divides into 8 nuclei. Okay, now in that 4 will be on one pole, 4 will be over here. Okay, in either pole they will be arranged first. From that 4, one nuclei from either pole actually shifted towards the center. Okay, 2 haploid polar nuclei, and they will be actually coming towards the center, and they will fuse together to form a secondary nucleus, or a definitive nucleus, which is actually diploid after fusing. Okay, when they come towards the center, after that they will be fusing together to the secondary nucleus. Okay, it is diploid. So after full development and just before fertilization, it is becoming a 7 nucleated structure. Okay, 6 are haploid. In that 7 nuclei, 6 are haploid nuclei and 1 is a diploid nucleus. Okay, so that is the development of female gametophyte. Now the description we will see once again. Diploid cell more or less in the center of the nucellus. It is actually it will be towards the micropylar end. That will be functioning as the megaspore mother cell, which undergoes meiosis. After that, what happens? Haploid megaspores are formed. They are actually 4 in number, a linear tetrad it is. Okay, then what happens? 1 degenerates. 3 degenerates, 1 remains as the functional megaspore. Okay, yes, 3 degenerates. In the diagram everything it is clear. Then what happens? Haploid nucleus of the functional megaspore undergoes 3 mitotic divisions. Okay, and the total 8 nuclei will be formed, 8 cells. 4 will be in either pole of the cell. And then what happens? The polar nuclei formation. From each pole, 1 nucleus is shifted towards the center. They become the polar nuclei. Now each pole, what will be there? At one pole there will be an egg apparatus, an egg at the center, and 2 synergids on either side, and they will be at the micropylar end of the ovule. And 3 antipodals, it will be at the opposite end, at the chelacal end. 3 antipodals will be there, and 2 polar nuclei. They will be, okay, this already means explained about the 2 polar nuclei at the center. So totally there will be 8 nuclei. It is an 8 nucleated 7 celled female gametophyte. And in this 8 nucleus, actually the center polar nuclei, they will be fusing together to form the secondary nucleus just before fertilization, and that way they become 7 nucleated structure, 6 haploid and 1 diploid. And another term here, see, endosporic. The development of female gametophyte is taking place within the megaspore. So it is endosporic. Okay, inside the megaspore. Now one more term, monosporic. Monosporic means I told you in 4 megaspores formed only 1 is functional. So it is monosporic. Only 1 megaspore take part in the formation of female gametophyte or embryo sac. Okay, now we will just go through revise the function of each part once again during the structure of anatropous ovule, as well as during the development we were discussing, but just an outlook for the function of each part. Okay, first, funicle. What is funicle? The stalk of the ovule. It supports the ovule, and it will be actually for the projection. The ovule is projected outside, and also it helps for conduction, because from the ovary the connection is funicle. So that way its function is support, projection and conduction. Second one is nucellus. It is the sporangium. From that only the megaspore mother cell as well as from that female gametophyte development take place. Okay. Now the next one that is integuments. Integuments, they are the outer protective layers. There will be two layers, outer integument as well as inner integument. So it is known as bitechmic. This all we have studied in the structure. Then micropyle. This is micropyle. Through that actually the entry of pollen grain take place. The pollen tube will be entering through this, not pollen grain, actually more correctly pollen tube carrying the male gametes. Okay, that will be entering through this micropyle. Then egg apparatus. Egg apparatus is over here. There will be an egg cell and two synergids on either side. Okay, that is egg apparatus. The parts actually it is given this way. Egg, the female gamete, it is synergids. They are actually they support fertilization by attracting the pollen tube. Okay, how it is functioning? I told you there is hairy projections known as filiform apparatus. So these hair-like projections will be helping to attract the male gametes, okay, from the pollen tube towards the egg. Okay, so that way they are assisting fertilization. Then the polar nuclei, they fuse together actually. Okay, form the secondary nucleus, and these polar nuclei which are diploid, after forming the secondary nucleus they become secondary nucleus, they become diploid, and then they will be fusing with the second male gamete. Actually this point more correctly you will understand during fertilization, because two male gametes already we studied during microsporogenesis. Two male gametes are entering. One will be for fertilization, okay, that is primary fertilization, zygote formation. The other one, second male gamete, will be coming over here in polar nuclei. Now we call it a secondary nucleus which is diploid. So the second male gamete fuses with this and form the endosperm nucleus. Okay, that is its function. And in Anatropous, in angiosperms, actually this endosperm, that way it is triploid, from triploid cell it is developing, and it is that way more nutritious and more developed than other plants. Okay, in angiosperms, from triploid cell endosperm is developing. Okay, more explanation will be there during fertilization part, so don't worry, but still remember about its role. Antipodals. Antipodals, actually they are the accessory cells which is there in the opposite end of the egg cell and opposite pole of the embryo sac. Okay, here this side it is egg apparatus, the opposite pole of the embryo sac, this is antipodals. Okay, antipodal. So these antipodals actually they will be getting degenerated, and after fertilization they don't have further row. Okay, so that is the structure of anatropous ovule, and then formation of development of female gametophyte. So microsporogenesis and megasporogenesis, just compare. In microsporogenesis all four cells are becoming the microspores or male it is undergoing meiosis, and all four are then further forming the male gametes. But here in megasporogenesis, four megaspores are formed, but one is becoming functional. Okay, and that one megaspore is developing into the female gametophyte. That way difference is there. So this difference you should keep in your mind, because with respect to this there will be questions asked, okay, during examination all. That is the both the development of both the male and female gametophytes. So go through this structure and the development, everything. If any doubt is there, children, do ask, okay, through means you can phone me, or means you can come and ask doubts, comment, then I will be giving you individually also. You can call and ask, but go through the video. Now I am planning to give you a test, so prepare this much portion very well, and test will be there, and simultaneously we will be continuing with the means lesson, means topics. Okay, thank you, bye.